Hey everyone, it's Steps to Nutrition. Good morning. It's 10:30 a.m. and I'm in my PJs in my kitchen. The beauty of YouTube is I can do videos whenever I want, and since I don't really care, I'm in my PJs. I'm going to show you all one of my favorite breakfasts. It's my morning smoothie with my fantastic Vitamix. A lot of people ask about this. I take pictures, put on Instagram. It's kind of inspired by a nutritionist named Kim Snyder. She has a glowing green smoothie. So my breakfast is very similar to hers. The first thing I do is I add some water into my Vitamix. So I'll use the filtered water from my water bottle that I have here. Put about a cup in there, I'd say. The more water you put in, the more smoothie it's going to make. If you like your smoothies thicker, don't add as much water. But in general, it's kind of more of a juice, so you want to have enough water in there. Then I take, I buy these organic romaine hearts from Trader Joe's. There's 3 in a bag for $2.99. I take one of them, I wash it. I always wash even though they're supposed to be pre-washed. I chop the bottom off and I add that into the blender. And then I like to add ginger. I use ginger chunks from Trader Joe's as well. I use the fresh ones. I add it in with the skin. Maybe you're not supposed to, but I do anyway. It is definitely good for digestion, and if you have issues with your stomach, it helps with that. It also gives a little spicy kick to your juice. And if you don't like the flavor, obviously don't add ginger. You can also add cilantro or basil. I always kind of like to add something that helps, get my stomach going in the morning. Then the next thing I'm going to add, sometimes kale, but today I'm going to use spinach. This is Trader Joe's organic spinach. I've already opened this bag, so I don't really measure this. I'd say about a cup or so into the blender. Then I am going to, what comes next? Oh yeah, celery. That's the next thing. So I use Trader Joe's organic celery hearts. I usually use 2 stalks. What I do is I break them off and then I wash them. So I'll go to my sink here. Hi, still here. Wash the celery. Celery is actually one of the dirtiest vegetables out there, so you want to make sure you wash it, break it into pieces, stick it in the blender. And yes, I have a Vitamix, so this is all obviously easier to do with the Vitamix. So what I'm going to do now is, since I have a bunch of roughage in here, I'm going to start, plug this bad boy in, and I'm going to blend this part right here. So excuse me. So normally I just keep going, but I want to show you all how it's done. So the next thing I'm going to add is going to be a lemon. I'm going to cut it in half, like so. Squeeze the juice into the juice. That's done. The next thing I'm going to add is an organic apple. I always buy bags of these at either Sprouts or Trader Joe's. They're about, they're a little more expensive, say $5.99 a bag versus $2.99, but since you're definitely usually eating the skin of the apple, organic is important. So add the apple. And you can cut it into smaller pieces if your blender is not quite as efficient as the Vitamix, and it should be able to chop thoroughly. And then, because I like my smoothie sweet, I might add a half a banana. I'm also going to go work out after I make this, so a little extra carbohydrates in the fruit department never hurts. So I'll do half a banana. And then one other thing that I add in support of my girlfriend, Sophie, she has this company called Philosophy, and she has a vegan raw protein powder called Green Dream. This has spirulina, chlorella, maca, hemp seed protein. It's got a lot of great ingredients. It's a little on the pricier side. I like it and think it's worth the investment. It is sold at Rainbow Acres, I believe a few other places. Anyway, it's good stuff. Doesn't have much flavor. Makes your smoothie a little bit greener. So I'll add a good tablespoon of that. And the last thing I'm going to add is a tablespoon of flax oil. And you might wonder why that is. This one is organic Whole Foods brand, 365. I add a tablespoon of that because It is known that adding a healthy fat to a completely fruit and veggie-based smoothie increases the absorption of the vitamins and minerals into your bloodstream. So we all want that goodness to go straight to our bloodstream so we have the energy from it. So anyway, I'm going to turn the blender back on. It's beautiful. Doesn't take much to blend up the rest. Now, I like to put my smoothies in mason jars because a lot of times I'm carrying them places. A little bit chunky because I'm eating all the fiber or all the skin. And it tends to make 2 mason jars worth, which is fine with me because the more, the better. So here I have my 2 mason jars of green smoothie for breakfast, and I am ready to go. And so are you. Enjoy your day.